Hey, let's talk about something real for a second. Have you ever looked at Angelina Jolie and wondered what makes her so untouchable? Why do some people shatter into a million pieces at the first sign of trouble, while someone like Angelina just takes the hit, absorbs the shock, and comes back looking like she owns the entire world? Look at her eyes. That exact gaze right into the camera that tells you loud and clear, I walked straight through hell to get right here, and you think a little storm is going to stop me. We all love to lie to ourselves and say people like Angelina Jolie were just born lucky. We think they hit some kind of genetic jackpot that we missed out on. But the brutal truth is that none of that is real. Behind Angelina Jolie's ironclad presence, behind that legendary composure, lies a raw, messy, and brutal backstory that will completely rewire how you look at your own struggles. Stay with me until the very last second, because today we are going to tear open the mind of Angelina Jolie and pull out lessons that will make your skin crawl and force you to look at your life differently. Let's rewind the tape way back to a time when Angelina Jolie wasn't the untouchable Hollywood icon you see today. Long before the Golden Globes and the global fame, Angelina Jolie was just a deeply lost kid wandering through a world where nothing felt safe or stable. Growing up under the crushing microscope of Hollywood, carrying the heavy weight of a famous last name, and dealing with a fractured family where her father's presence felt more like an intimidating shadow than a real home, it was a recipe for total disaster. At that age, most of us would have folded completely. Can you even imagine trying to survive that level of chaotic internal pressure without losing your mind? Angelina did lose her way. She dove headfirst into the darkest corners of existence, experimenting with pain, rebellion, absolute loneliness, and the terrifying belief that nobody is ever coming to save you. And this right here is where the first major lesson from Angelina Jolie drops like a hammer. The lesson is simple. Until you stop playing the victim, until you stop blaming your parents, your past, your broken childhood, or the universe, you are a guaranteed loser. People who wrap themselves in their victimhood never, ever find the power to change. Real power begins the exact second Angelina Jolie looked in the mirror and decided to own every single mess she made, whispering to herself, "Alright, this pain is mine. Now what the hell am I going to do with it?" Right here, a wild contrast shows up in Angelina Jolie's life, one that will seriously blow your mind. The exact same girl that the tabloid media was tearing to pieces every single day, the girl carrying every toxic label the world could invent, suddenly made a choice that flipped the script of her entire existence. Instead of sitting in a mansion crying about how unfair the world was, Angelina Jolie packed her bags and walked straight into the most war-torn, forgotten, and dangerous corners of the planet. No red carpets, no flashing cameras, no manufactured glamour. Just raw, brutal reality in the ruined streets of Cambodia. But ask yourself, why would a multi-millionaire movie star walk into a war zone? Was she out of her mind? The answer is the absolute key to understanding the mindset of Angelina Jolie. She went because she finally figured out a hidden psychological truth. The only way to cure the pain eating you alive inside is to stop staring at your own navel and confront the much bigger pain of the world around you. The moment Angelina Jolie picked up an orphan child in a dusty Cambodian village, her own personal problems shrank down into absolute nothingness. This is the ultimate attention-shifting technique that almost nobody understands. As long as your brain is glued to your own misery, your brain magnifies it until it paralyzes you. But the second Angelina Jolie opened her eyes and focused on lifting someone else up, her internal power exploded. That is the exact turning point where the victim transforms into the savior. Now, let's bring this raw truth straight into your own life. How many times have you sat alone in your room, whining that your mood is bad, your economy is trash, and your luck has run out? Let me be brutally honest with you, because a close friend wouldn't sugarcoat it. As long as you keep thinking like that, absolutely nothing in your world is going to change. The universe doesn't care about your midnight tears, your complaints, or your excuses. The universe only respects power, action, and unbreakable decisions. Just like Angelina Jolie when Hollywood executives told her she was washed up, that she was too controversial, and that her career was dead. Did she cry in a corner? Hell no. Angelina Jolie turned the entire table over. She started directing her own films. She stepped into brutal industries where powerful men used to rule alone. What does that teach you about Angelina Jolie? It teaches you that when the doors of the world slam shut in your face, you don't wait around for permission, you build your own damn door. You stop waiting for a savior. The only prince on a white horse coming to save you in the real world is a version of you that is utterly merciless toward your own laziness. But the story of Angelina Jolie doesn't stop there. Let's dig even deeper into the darker, heavier chapters that the glossy magazines never talk about. Years later, when the whole world assumed Angelina Jolie had finally reached the peak of total peace and unstoppable power, an even worse storm slammed into her life. Medical test results dropped a terrifying truth on her desk. Her genetics put her at a dangerously high risk for aggressive breast and ovarian cancer. Doctors gave her the warning of a lifetime. In that exact fraction of a second, Angelina Jolie had two choices. She could let fear consume her until she was terrified of her own shadow for the rest of her days, or she could move like a military commander facing down an enemy army. And what did Angelina Jolie do? She made a monumental, terrifying choice that shocked the entire planet. She underwent massive, invasive surgeries. She permanently altered her own body just to stay alive, just so she could watch her kids grow up. This is where you come face to face with a terrifying yet life-saving reality. True courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is being terrified, your hands shaking, your heart pounding out of your chest, and still taking that brutal step forward anyway. Courage is knowing damn well there is something in this world far more important than your comfort zone, your purpose, your future, the people you love. The moment Angelina Jolie adopted that perspective, nobody could ever break her again, because she willingly walked straight into the heaviest blows life could throw and came out the other side unbreakable. You need to pause right here, look yourself in the eye, and get real with yourself. How many times have you backed down from your biggest dreams just because you were terrified of what other people might say? How many times did you want to launch a project, start a business, or change your life, but stopped yourself by thinking, oh God, what if my friends mock me? Angelina Jolie spent decades under the magnifying glass of the most ruthless media machine on earth. Every single thing Angelina Jolie did drew an ocean of hatred. Every choice she made ended up plastered across the front page of every newspaper on the planet. But during a legendary interview years later, Angelina Jolie dropped a mindset bomb that you need tattooed on your brain. She said, "I don't give a damn what people think about me, because I damn well know what I'm doing and why I'm here." That right there is the definition of absolute mental independence. As long as your life is held hostage by the opinions of strangers, you are nothing more than a puppet on a string, dancing every time someone pulls it. But the moment Angelina Jolie reached that level of emotional maturity, realizing that other people's opinions have zero effect on your bank account, your inner peace, or your destiny, you finally break free. Real freedom is letting go of the desperate need for external approval, a lesson that runs deep through every phase of Angelina Jolie's evolution. Let me break down the next crucial lesson for you in the most direct, unfiltered way possible. Behind every successful, intimidating, and powerful human being like Angelina Jolie lies an ironclad discipline that nobody ever sees on the pretty showroom floor of Instagram. We look at these icons and assume they spend all their time floating on red carpets and living a fairy tale. No, my friend, not at all. The reality behind Angelina Jolie is years of waking up in the dark, wrestling with inner demons, crying in empty hotel rooms, and forcing yourself to work when every cell in your body is screaming to quit. Discipline is showing up on the exact day you have zero motivation, the exact day your soul feels heavy, and executing anyway. Think about it. For all these years, Angelina Jolie has been juggling life as a mother to 6 children while simultaneously acting as a United Nations Goodwill Ambassador, directing blockbuster films, starring in global projects, and fighting through high-profile, brutal public divorces. How is it humanly possible for Angelina Jolie to manage all of that chaos without completely losing her mind? The secret behind Angelina Jolie boils down to brutal prioritization and ruthless energy management. She mastered the art of shutting down her emotional noise and pouring 100% of her raw voltage into execution instead of drowning in self-pity. Now, let's tie all of this together for you. I'm not telling you to pack your bags tomorrow and go become a UN ambassador or shoot a Hollywood blockbuster. That's not the point of studying Angelina Jolie. The point is looking at your own messy room, your current tight budget, your endless doubts, and figuring out how you can pull your own life out of the dirt. Step 1. Kill the victim mentality for good. Take every single excuse you've been coddling and throw them straight in the trash. Tell yourself that everything that happened up until this exact second was just the warm-up, just the training camp. Starting right now, no matter how harsh the conditions are, you are taking 100% responsibility for your own life, exactly like Angelina Jolie learned to do. Step 2. Stop letting the fear of the unknown paralyze you. Any meaningful growth in this life hurts. Shedding your old, lazy identity hurts. Changing your habits hurts. But I promise you, the pain of growing up and building something real is 1,000 times sweeter than the agonizing regret of looking back 10 years from now and realizing you stayed exactly the same. Imagine yourself 10 years down the road, sitting in the exact same spot, dealing with the exact same complaints, because you refused to move. Does that future look acceptable to you? If the answer is hell no, then why are you still sitting on your hands? Life doesn't owe you any favors, my friend, and the world has zero space for weak people who do nothing but cry about how hard things are. The world belongs to the ones who pull magnificent lotus flowers straight out of muddy swamps. Just like that lost young woman who once walked the darkest streets of Los Angeles, but through raw choices, brutal suffering, and an unshakable iron will, carved her name permanently into human history. Now the pen is in your hand. Write the script of your life so fiercely that when the curtain finally falls, you can look back at yourself with absolute pride and say, I never backed down. I took the hits, I faced the demons, and I built this empire myself. Right this second, think of the very first move you need to make to flip your life upside down, and tomorrow morning, before the sun even thinks about rising, go out there and execute it. Stop waiting for some magical miracle to drop from the sky. The only miracle you're ever going to get is the one you stand up and build with your own two hands, inspired by the unstoppable mindset of Angelina Jolie.